There we go. Now I've figured out why my mic isn't working. Hello everyone, it's Paul with Tutor U, and today we're going to be just hanging out, relaxing, playing some chess, coasting into the weekend, nice and easy. And if you have any additional math questions, you can always go ahead and ask them either in the comment section, the live comment section, or the comment section down below. But let's just hang out, get to know each other. If you want to do some math, let me know. Otherwise, let's just, enjoy the day. If you are watching this later, I appreciate you very much. If you want to like this video right now, that would be great. It boosts everything in the algorithm. I was a former GED instructor. I did that for several years before leaving that profession, but now I'm running my own business and I am helping people out on YouTube. I really enjoy doing this YouTube stuff now. It's a ton of fun, but let's just get to know each other. You guys can ask any type of question that you want, whether it's education related or not. Let's just see how it goes, I'm loving this. So let's just play some chess. Let's just get going with this. I'm gonna play 3-minute blitz. I've been playing 3-minute blitz for quite a while. If you do have a chess question, I can try to answer it. I'm way better at math than I am at chess, so I'll let you know that. Okay, so yeah, let's just hang out and play a little bit, and then if you have a math question, we can math it up as much as what we want. Okay. Oh. Oh no. This might get a little bit rough. Oh, it's gonna get really rough after that move. Oops. Oopsies. Wait, can you guys hear me okay? I don't know how my audio is. Check, check, check. It doesn't seem like it's very good. My audio seems a little bit off. Woo! I'll just turn this down for now. Everything seems quieter on my audio side. Oh, I'm losing this game though. Uh-oh. Let's see. There we go. I have 2 minutes and they have 2 minutes and 38 seconds, so I'm not doing too terrible. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm pretty lost at the moment. All they have to do is just simplify. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Get out of here, Spot. I don't know if you guys can hear the cat, but oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna move his... Okay. That sucks. He can move his rook down. Okay, or not. Oh, now he can definitely move his rook down, because then... Okay. I'm kind of curious. Okay, he just doesn't see this rook move, I guess. That. Okay, he's just gonna check. No, not checkmating me either. Okay. Oh no. I misclicked. This game is toast. So just in case if you were wondering, my rating, I am 1340 right now. I'm not the best at chess, but I am okay. I'm in trouble though. I think I just go here and let him mess around. There. Okay. That game is done. Done skis. Was not easy peasy lemon squeezy. What league am I? I am in the Silver League right now. But I don't think I'll stay in the Silver League. Hey, how are you doing, Export? Yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out right now, playing some chess. And if you want, if there's any topic in math that you want to do, you just let me know, okay? We can switch over pretty fast. All I have to do is just go here, and we can go into some math. But yeah, I'm just hanging out. It's Friday. So it's kind of like a chill day. I used to stream chess on Twitch before it was popular, like long before it was popular, before anybody was really. It was me and one other person that we were streaming chess, like before any of the grandmasters or anybody got into it. And then I quit because I just kind of got bored with streaming on Twitch, and I really regret doing that. I really regret that. Why is it doing this? Okay. But how are you doing, Export? How are you having a good Friday so far? It's nice and early. I know what I'm going to do. I can have my stream and my chat. I can have my chat. I can pop my chat out so I have it in front of me. There we go. So now I can directly see my chat. Oops. Game got aborted. Okay. There we go. Okay, yeah, we can switch over to word problems right after this game. We'll switch over to word problems. It's only gonna be like probably maximum of like 6 minutes, and then we'll start doing some word problem examples. I'll probably type them out, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Let's see, where is he gonna go? He's gonna go there, back, I think. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna pull this back. I'm gonna go here and see what he does. If he doesn't see it, I can checkmate him right there. There. Let's see. He should move this forward one. Yeah. Okay, and now I'll go here. He'll move this pawn up. Yeah, thank you. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm down by 1 point. I don't think I have. Oh yeah, you can see that in the window. Okay. So now I think I go here. Okay, and then I'll go there. He's gonna take this. He should take this, but he did not. Okay. I think I just go there. He's gonna take this pawn. No, he's still not gonna take it. Now? Yeah. That was actually a pretty good move. I'm extra curious to see how this game goes. I'm really stalling him though. I've over 20 seconds on him right now, so usually I can play this game out. So see, he's kind of just giving up. Not really giving up, but I think he's gonna try to time me out. Oh, there, you just got that. Dang it. go there. That was a big blunder. Oh, he blundered back. Nice. Heck yeah. Now if I go here, he'll move his rook up or to the side. Or he's gonna give me the... Oh, so see, he wants... Oh, shoot, I just gave that up. I think no matter what, I was in a little bit of trouble there. Let's see. Okay. Oof, duh. I still have almost 30 seconds left. I can time this guy out. He'll go there. Maybe. He might go there. Nope. He's just gonna defend. I go there. He's gonna move his rook over. Put me in check. Oh. Oh, is that checkmate? I think that might be checkmate if he goes there. Dang it. Yep. Wait. There we go. It is not checkmate. He has to take it with his knight. Yeah. I still have 20 seconds up on him. He's gonna drop down. Nope. Okay, I'm good. I can time him out. Oh no, it's a draw. Oh no, he's definitely gonna beat me. Ah, dang it. That's okay. Okay, well, that means that we can move on to some math. I'm a little bit better at that. So let's go ahead and switch over to some math word problems. Okay. So let's do that. Let's switch over to some math word problems because I love math word problems. Okay. Let me close out of my chess. Text box. Add new layer. Ah, I know. Do you want export? Do you want to do some upper level math problems like that, the rational expressions, more algebra based word problems, or do you want to like just kind of do, you know, let's start off with like a nicer word problem. Let's see. Here's a good example of one. Like yeah, I wasn't paying the most attention to the game. I'll play 1 minute blitz and 3 minute blitz, but usually 5 minute blitz is almost too slow. I have a couple of games going on right now. I have one game going on with my fiance that is 1 day. Like we get 3 days to make a move, and we'll usually just sit there and dwell on the game for a couple of days. It's good. Let's see. Here, we'll start off with like a nicer math problem. Nothing too intense. It's Friday, and then we'll ramp it up as time goes on. I think I can do this and that and text. Where's... Oh, here we go. She determines that she needs 6 yards. Let me move this up here. She determines that she needs 6 yards of wood for the exterior walls and 12 feet. Oh. Walls and 12 feet of the same wood for the interior walls. How many feet of wood must she buy in order to build her maze? Okay. And I'll cut it off after the. So this is a good example of, let me make this a little bit bigger for you, export. This is a good example of like one of your more introductory, beginner level math problems, or like, not beginner. I mean, it is beginner, but they're testing you on not algebra, right? Just your units of measurements and your ability to kind of read through the problem, right? So a lot of the math test is more so a math comprehension test than just a straight up math test. I mean, you'll have plenty of questions that are math problems, right? But otherwise, it is comprehension. Can you pick up everything that they're putting down, basically? Let's see. Let's make it just a teeny tiny bit bigger. Font. There we go. That should be good. Okay. So it says Samantha is building a miniature maze for a science experiment. She determines that she needs 6 yards of wood for the exterior walls and 12 feet of the same wood for the interior walls. How many feet of wood must she buy in order to build her maze? So what they're wanting is the total number of feet of wood. Okay? So she wants, so this is what does she want? Where is it? There it is. What does she want? And it's feet of wood. So feet of wood. Okay? And what we have 12 feet of wood. Oops, too dark. We have the 12 feet of wood and 6 yards of wood. And so what you need to do, and how many feet are in a yard? Export, do you know how many feet are in a yard? We have 12, or so we have 6 yards, but we have 3 feet per 1 yard. Okay. So if we have 6 yards that we need 6 yards. We do 6 yards. So here I'll show you how to do like unit math. So we have 6 yards. And then we multiply that times it is 3 feet. So I'll put that in yellow. So 3 feet. Oop, not fet. 3 feet per 1 yard. Okay. 1 yards, sure. We'll make it exactly the same. Yeah, good job. Good job, export. And then what does this equal? So I know, like, you can do just the math. I'm very confident that you just do the 6 times the 3 and you should be okay. But why yards goes away? It is, so if you notice, this is on the bottom, right? So we have feet over yards. So it is kind of like a multiplication of fractions, or those rational equations. So you multiply straight across, but then you have yards over yards. And since you have the yards over yards, the word yards cancels out. And so you have 6 times the 3, which then gives you, that is 18 feet plus the 12 feet from before. Oh, I didn't realize that I wasn't on the screen. No, yeah, the chat there is a little bit, and I think, hang on, I can switch this over. You'll have to let me know how this looks. I think, can I change? Oh, it's only right away. It's before I start the stream. I can make the latency lower, and I think I might have to start doing that. I think that would be very nice. Let's see. Let me move this. No, the little bit of delay isn't too bad. It is definitely not bad. I hope it doesn't bother you any, right? I mean, you're the one that's answering the questions. And I was a GED instructor, so I know what it feels like to not have people answer me for a long time. It's okay, right? There is no problem. Let's go through. We'll move this. I don't want that in the UA yet. Oh. Excuse me. But, so it's the 18 feet plus the 12 feet. Let's just finish this problem. I don't have to make it neat right now. So, 18 feet plus 12 feet. She must order. Oh, man. She must order 30 feet of wood. And that is your answer, so we will go ahead and we will circle it. And we're good. Oof, that is super messy today. Let me... Where did my chat go, though? There it is. I have the chat up. Okay. There, yeah. Like I need to start setting it up to where I have the low latency, because if I'm going to be taking questions, I need to get things faster. It's not too bad of a latency, but it ends up being about a minute, I would say. It seems like about a full minute. Okay. Let's check out another word problem. We'll skip ahead. I'll go to a unit review. We'll check out. And then just in case if you're wondering, export. So yeah, it's a proportion. Exactly. It's a proportion problem, but with like the big thing that they're testing you is on your units knowledge. And so a really helpful little tip, on your volume problems on the GED, they give you formulas, right? There's a little button when you're on the test. It's usually up in like the top right or left, and you can click it when you get a volume question, and they give you, why am I so quiet? Hang on, let me check this out. I think I'm not on the right audio source. I am. Huh. So bizarre. I'm incredibly quiet. I can see how. Can you hear me, export? Like, am I just super quiet? Oops. I'm so confused. Because even if I get close to the microphone, my audio levels are just off really bad. Which that is not cool. Because I'm trying to help people. Okay. we can move on to another example problem. But yeah, that was a proportions problem and units. They're kind of testing your units. You do get the volume isn't too bad. They'll give you like most of my prior students. They've said that they get like the volume of a cylinder. My volume isn't bad. Yeah, okay, good. It's just it's not registering as high on my streaming information, but we will put up another example. So a hockey team traveling in a bus left one school at 11:50 a.m. They arrived at another school in the same time zone at 2:10 p.m. How long was the trip? So this one, they're just asking you they're asking you the time it took. So this is just a time question. They are just making sure you can tell the time, check the time, all of that. So if you left somewhere at 11:50 p.m., I'll make it bigger for anybody that's watching later. And we'll change the font color to good old white. There we go. Okay, so a hockey team traveling in a bus left one school at 11:50 a.m. They arrived at another school in the same time zone at 2:10 p.m. So since it's the same time zone, it's just the time on the clock, right? So how much time has passed from 11:50 p.m. to 2:10 p.m.? Well, 11:50 p.m., 12:50. So from 11:50 to 12:50 p.m. is 1 hour. 12:50 to 1:50 is 2 hours. And then 1:50 to 2 is 10 minutes. And then to 2:10 is 20 minutes. So it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. And that is one of our that is one of our answers. Let's see. Here's a good probabilities question. People are usually a little bit uncomfortable with your probabilities. So we can just go over, delete this layer, add a new one. And where's my text input? There it is. Okay. A single 6-sided die is rolled and 2 coins are tossed. Let me move this way over. Okay. Tossed at the same time. What is the probability expressed as a fraction of coming up with a 3 on the die and 2 heads on the coins? Okay, so let me move all of my text around. And we'll do the as. Where's the word as? There it is. So it's super interesting typing inside of this program I'm using. It's called Smooth Draw, the program I use, and so it's not the best. Oh, so like the vocabulary, the math vocabulary types of things, reviewing math vocabulary, we can do that. This one is a good one to just know, though. This one is a little bit challenging. we'll go through this and then we'll switch over to vocabulary kind of wordy problems, right? So like your product, taking the product of something, the quotient of something, all of that. We'll switch over to that. Okay. So we have the single-sided die. I'm gonna put a kind of aquamarine line underneath that. Six-sided die is rolled, okay? And then two coins are tossed. And so we have three different events occurring, but it's all at once. And they want the probability of a very specific event out of all of these, right? So first off, what's the probability of a die, six-sided die landing on a 3? Well, your key there is it is the six-sided. It's that part of it, right? So that means that you have a 1 out of 6 chance to land on a 3. And then the way that you figure out the probabilities of all of these events occurring at the exact same time is you have to multiply your fractions, right? And so since we have the die, the six-sided die, and then we have our coins, and so your probability of landing on a heads is a 1 out of 2. That's super dark. We'll back it up a little bit. We'll make it light purple. So it's 1 out of 2 times 1 out of 2. And so this equals the probability of the event. Okay, so what we must do is just multiply straight across because we're dealing with our fractions, right? And we multiply straight across in the bottom. So we get 6 times 2 is 12, and then 12 times 2 is 24. So the probability of this event occurring is 1 out of 24. So for you to roll a die and flip the 2 coins at the same time, you have them all in one hand, and you just whoop, flip it, you drop them all. The probability of it landing on heads with both of the coins and a 3 is 1 out of 24 chance. So to put that into perspective, that would be like a 4.2% chance of it happening. If I think my math is at least relatively close. And then we circle that answer. 1 out of 24. And we're good. Yep, so there is, no, that is good question. So it is, the reason why we have to write it twice is right here. So 2 heads on the coins. So you're flipping 2 different coins, right? So like each event, flipping 1 coin 1 time is 1/2. So like this question, it could have just been written, I roll my die and I have 1 coin. And I want the die to land on 3, and I want both times of rolling or flipping the coins to land on heads. So like the reason why we have the 1/2 times the 1/2, the 2 1/2s, it is because they're two individual events. It's like coin A and coin B. There's probabilities for both of them. So like the second coin could have still landed on tails, right? Like it's always just that 1 out of 2 for the 2 coins, and then it's 1 out of 6 for the 1 die. Let's do another, I'll come up, like I can just talk to you. I don't have to write the whole thing out. Actually, here, hang on. I gotta pull up a calculator on my computer though, for me to do this problem. We will calculate the odds of winning. Let's just make up our own lottery, right? So let me delete all of this. And let's just say we have a lottery. This is going to be Paul and exports lottery. Okay. And like in our lottery, let's just say that we can have the numbers, our total numbers in each spot. Let's go with 25 numbers. Okay, total numbers, and that is 25 different numbers. And then the numbers that are on the ticket. So on the ticket, itself, we have 4 numbers, right? So like maybe our lottery ticket might look something like this. So we have our ticket, and maybe we have like, so we'll put ticket, and it's 3179. Okay, so this is our ticket, our lottery ticket, and we want to know what the odds are of winning this lottery with 4 numbers on the ticket and the numbers in our pool of 25 numbers, right? What are the odds of this? And then no repeating numbers. No repeating numbers. So what does this look like? So what are the odds of getting the first 1 number right? So how many total numbers do we have? They're 25. So our odds of getting 1 number right, so 1 number right, so for 1, our odds are going to be 1 over 25. Okay? Then what are the odds of getting 2 numbers right? So to get 2 numbers right, we have to multiply. So this is, so this is why it's so it's statistically impossible to win the lottery, but it's crazy that people actually do. Sometimes it takes a lot longer, but yeah, it's absolutely nuts. So what we must do for our second number is to do 1 over 25 times 1 over 25. And so our probability here will be, what is 25 times 25? That is 625. So our odds of getting 2 numbers right on our ticket, 1 over 625. Okay? Yeah, 1 over 25. Good job, you got that one right. And then our odds of getting 3 numbers right. 3 numbers, let's see, I hope I can have enough room. So 3 numbers, it would be 1 over 25 times 1 over 25 times 1 over 25, and that equals 15,000. Oh, hang on, I can write it down below here. 15,625. Okay. And then lastly, for us to win our own lottery export, what we must do is, so for 4 numbers, we have to get all 4 numbers right, and that will be 1 over 25 times 1 over 25 times 1 over 25 times 1 over 25. And our answer here, 15,625, good for the 3. And then our answer on this one is, we have 1 out of 390,625. And that is why your odds of winning the lottery are so low, incredibly, astronomically low. You have a better chance of getting struck by lightning while being eaten by a shark than to win the lottery. Yeah. And so this is just out of 4 numbers on our ticket with a 25. Oh, hang on. So my mathing is a little bit wrong. I need to correct this on here. So this is if we were repeating. If we allowed for numbers to repeat, right? Because if I said no repetition, so see, look, I even messed up on my own word problem. But how many numbers are in our pool on the second draw, on the second number that we're pulling? It's 24. So then this would be 24, and this would be 23. I don't want you to get that wrong because of this little mess up. And then over here, this would be 25, 24, 23, and 22. Because the first part, I said that we could repeat, or that we couldn't repeat. So I actually didn't even listen. I didn't read my own directions. So this is repeating. Like, now that I've fixed this is no repeating. And our answers would be, so 25 times 24. So this would be 600. And then times 23. That'd be 13,000. 13,800. And then we will cross this one off because that one would be times 22, 303, 600. So a little bit better. Okay. Yeah. So like, yeah, yep. And then, so when you think of the Powerball, let's delete this. I don't know if you know about any of the lotteries or anything, but the real popular one is the Powerball. I need to open up a new layer. File open. No. There we go. So the actual Powerball itself is, I think it's 55 numbers in the Powerball. Or no, it's 65. And then it's 5 numbers with no repeating allowed. And then the 6th number, the Powerball, is a repeat. All of the numbers are allowed in. So here we have 1 over 65 times 1 over 64 times 1 over 63 times 1 over 62 times 1 over 61, and then times again, this is our special Powerball, 1 over 65. So that would be like a rough estimate of winning the Powerball, your probabilities there. So that would be what? So 64, oh, clear, 65 times 64 times 63 times 62 times 61 times 65. So it's the odds of winning the Powerball. This actually isn't right. Like, so it's more than this. I think there might be more numbers maybe. But if we had 5 numbers that we're picking and 65 in our pool, the odds of winning this lottery would be 1 out of 64,427,000. Or no. Oh, hang on. I misread it. This is worse than the regular lottery. 1 out of 64,427,126,400. This is the super ultra lottery that we would be winning here. That would be insane. I want to say the odds of winning the Powerball are somewhere in the ballpark of like 1 in 200 million, between 1 in 200 and 1 in 300 million. So as a percentage, it would be a very, very, very tiny shred of a percent to win this. So let's move on to some math vocabulary like we were talking about export. So we have the definitions. That's what I'm looking for. And then just to let you know, export, I don't know if you have any books or anything, but one of my favorite books to use as a teaching tool, it is this. It's this mathematical preparation for the GED. This is the student book that I have. I bought this when I left the school. Algebraic problem solving. It's really good. It's the Steck Vaughn book. Highly recommend it. Like if you run into any problems. So are you taking, how many tests are you taking export? Like you're not doing all of them all at once, are you? Whoa. There we go. Let's see. I'm curious how long our delay is. I'm so curious. I need to change it up. I need to change my stream settings. Oh, look at that. I can create a poll. I didn't know that. Oh, that's super interesting. I think I can make... Oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't think I can make emojis yet. Nope. There we go. Oh dang. I think the delay might even be longer export. But if you are listening and you just can't type right now, the number of tests that I would recommend that you take in a single day, do not take all of your GED tests in a single day. You want to take at maximum 2 tests in a single day. Yep. Okay, science and math, that's a good pairing. Doing science and math together, highly recommend it, because there's a little bit more math in the science section, right? And then math it's one of the big dogs. So I would always have my students pair math and science with RLA, and then RLA and social studies paired together. There's actually a considerable amount. There's a pretty good amount of RLA in your social studies test. But yeah, 2 in a day, perfectly fine. Make sure you take a good break, a little break at least in between the 2, just to kind of clear your mind, right? And I would start with the math one. I would start with the math test and then do your science second, because that science one is going to go by really fast. It's a very short test. They give you, if I remember correctly, your maximum. This one you might have to double check with whoever your test proctor is, but the maximum amount of time on the math test is 2 hours. And if need be, I would try to use as much of that time as possible. And then the maximum amount of time on the science test, I want to say, is 1.5 hours, I think. And there, most of my, or wait, maybe it is only an hour for the science test. Maybe it's an hour for the science test and 1.5 hours for the math. Because, I think it's only an hour for the math, and you'll be done. You'll definitely be done within an hour. Science isn't too bad. I do have that science video, but it's really old. The quality is not as good as my other content I've been producing lately. And so it's not even that old. It's like 6 or 7 months old. And you can see what I look like, a little bit chubbier. Actually, a lot a bit chubbier than what I am right now. I lost, in the last 6 months, I've lost almost 80 pounds. So, yeah, I hit it hard. Let's see. Oh, do you know what? Hang on. Check, 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 check. What is this? What does this knob do? Huh. Nope. Yeah. Like if you take the GED practice tests, it's those practice tests, even the times on them, it's like half of the time too. So it's half of the questions and half of the time. And the way that those practice tests work, yeah, it was a lot. That was a lot of cheeseburgers I ate or didn't eat, right? Yeah, a lot of walking and then running and then lifting weights. But let's see, I still need to find those problems for you. There's a chart that I have somewhere. Do you know what you should do in any book when you don't know where something is? Just find the table of contents. The table of contents will help you out immensely. So, we want to talk about the word problems. Whole numbers, operations, I think that could be a fine start. Let's see what they have. So this is lesson 2. So here, we'll come up with our own little word problem based off of the one I just found. So let me delete and then add new layer. Juan works 40 hours per week. He earns $9 per hour. How much does Juan make in a week? 2 weeks, a month, and a year. So this will give us a little bit extra of work to do. Okay. So, there we have our problem. And I'll get my recording stuff up. So, Juan makes, what is his hourly rate? His hourly rate is $9 per hour. And so he makes 9 per 1 hour. And the first week, so week equals 40 hours of work times 9 equals $360 per in the 1 week. And then let's see, I still have a tiny bit of room. Then for 2 weeks, you can do that math all over again, right? But the other thing you could just do is double this, right? So what is 360 doubled? 360 times 2. So for 2 weeks, we have $720. And then again, you can double it for the month. So you really only needed that first one, right? So in a month, he makes $14.40. And then 12 months for our 1 year. Let's just say he doesn't get any bonuses or anything crazy. So then we take this times 12. And let me just look at it for a second. So 3,000, or no, 2880, 28. So here, I'll show you what I'm doing. 14,440. And then we're timesing it by, or then we're adding. So that's times 10, this number times 10. And then I'm going to add 2,880 to it because, so I'll change the colors a little bit. So here we have our pink. That's how I got that number. And then our green, the 2, is how I got the second number. And then when we add these two together, so we have 0, we have 2, and then the 1. 5 plus 8 is what? That is 3, carry the 1. So we have 5, 6, 7. And then the 1 drops down. So in 1 year, he makes $17,320. So not too crazy. I mean, not too crazy of math. Sometimes I can't add all of the crazy numbers. Oh, yeah. Yep, 40. So here, the way that I did this, and I did it fast, is I did 4 times the 9. And then I actually, just to give you an idea of what's happening in my head, I am doing, like, I'm counting the corners of the 4. So it's 9, 18, 27, and then 36. And then I added this 0 at the end. So that's how I got 360. And then I doubled it. When I was little, I used to like doubling numbers, like for fun. You know how some people count sheep? I would double numbers until I couldn't double them anymore. That's like just like something to do. My favorite one to always double is 2. It's because it goes. This is Oh, have you ever heard the term binary code? Like for binary programming, right? Have you ever wondered why the storage sizes on your phones or on your computers, it's like these different types of numbers, right? It's like 128 gigabytes. Well, why did they pick 128? And that's because of the binary part of computer programming. So bi means 2, and so it's the number 2 is the base, or there's two number types in the system, 0 and 1. And so if you keep doubling this, 4, 8, so it's 2, 4, and then double it again, it's 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024. So when you have 1 gigabyte left, you have 1024 megabytes usually. Random, super random math. Now you know that so that's why your cell phone has 128 gigabytes, or your computer has nowadays it has a lot more than things have a lot more than 128 gigabytes, but I'm dating myself there. Okay. But there we go. How was that problem export? Was that good for you? Definitely not like a standard like product, so I still want to find that chart. I know there is one. I think it was in this second section. Nope. Here we go. So there, what I did, so let's just delete, I'll just delete that answer and we'll rework it a little bit. So they asked me this type of question where it is progressively getting bigger, right? So we have 1 week, we have 2 weeks, a month, and then a year, right? What I liked to do, instead of doing the whole problem over and over and over again, or trying to figure out how many hours are in a year, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to figure out how many hours are in a year. What I did is, all I did for the 1 year, yeah, so we know that there are two weeks in a month, right? There's 4 weeks in 1 month. So that's why I doubled it from the 720 to the 1440, right? And then instead of asking how many weeks we have in a year, I just said, well, how many, because then we'd have to go to 1 week, right? So instead of asking how many weeks are in a year, I did how many months are in 1 year. It's 12 months. So you multiply the 1440 times 12. So we can do that. So 1440, not that. So 1440 times 12. Okay. And how I did this without a calculator is I split it up into 2 separate pieces because it's hard for me to do it all in my head, right? If I practice this enough, I could do it in my head. But we have 14, so we keep our first number, keep this one the same. So we'll go 1440 times, we're going to split this up. And the way that we split it up, this will be weird. I'm going to do it times 10. And then on the second part of my math problem, I'm going to do the 2 instead of the 10. We're going to do 1440 times 2. And then we just add these answers. So we get 14,400. 14,400. Okay. And then we want to add this times 2, which is 2,880. Okay. And when we add those two together, we get our, what is that? So 6, so 280, 17,280. So that time I did it all in my head, but here's a way that you can do it a little bit nicer without doing it in your head. So this, I'm gonna write this down and this down again. Over here, we'll erase this. Okay. So we want to add 14,400 plus 2,880 without a calculator. So 0 plus 0 is 0. I'll switch to blue. That's just 0. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 2. Carry the 1 over. 1 plus 4 plus 2. So 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 2 is 7. Drop your comma down, and then drop your 1. So in 1 year, he makes 17,002. Oh no, I'm blocking it. Hang on, I can move this. Oh, that's so terrible. I did all of the math. Ouch. Right, yeah. Yep, yeah. If you just do times 12, you're good if you have that calculator, right? And I don't remember. I don't think they have too many problems even like this in that non-calculator section. Maybe they do. The big thing to work on for the non-calculator section are rational expressions. Rational expressions, possibly even solving quadratics, right? Through factoring, what we did the other day, where it's like, okay, you have this x squared type of problem. How can you find they might say find the zero. So the zeros are find x equals a number that zeroes out the problem. But yeah, it's kind of a fun time. The GED math test, it is fun. You know, I never took so as an instructor, I should have taken the practice tests, all of them, right? I did take the social studies practice test, and it wasn't too bad. The big thing with social studies is really, really, really focusing on reading and understanding maps, getting an idea of political cartoons, accurately interpreting or understanding political cartoons, and then the other big thing on the social studies test, you want to let's see, what else was there? Maps, graphs, and charts. I made some math videos about different types of graphs and charts. Those would actually be pretty good for a social studies lesson too. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I scored like a 190 on it. Yeah, I think the perfect score is 200 if I remember. It might be higher. No, it's not. I think it's 200. So I was okay. I felt fairly confident with scoring a 190 on the social studies practice test, right? But I should have taken a math practice test. I couldn't bring myself to do it, right? Like I knew I have an idea of what's on the test, but I couldn't bring myself to do a practice test just because it's like, ugh. I have a high confidence level when it comes to math, but I don't even want to know. Yeah. I like theoretical mathematics a lot more. I like theoretical math. So I think we'll end the stream, but not right now. I want to show you, speaking of theoretical math, let's talk. This will show you some stuff, crazy stuff with exponents too, but I want to show you some theoretical math. So here is, I'll show you. So I walked in, I had in an upper level math class, a theoretical math class. We walk into the room, and up on the chalkboard, there is this question. Does 1/2 equal, so that does 1/2, you put the question mark above it, does 1/2 equal 2/4? Okay. So what do you think, export? Does 1/2 equal 2/4? We have a room full of people that are really good at math, and we walk in and we see this problem. This is the big dog of theoretical math classes here. We were all terrified. We were terrified to answer this question. We did not want to answer this question at all. So I'll show you. Here's the big problem with this. So the way that you can figure out, so this does not, I'll tell you, it does not equal, 1/2 does not equal 2/4. It is not. So theoretical math class, right? What you have, it's called set theory and logic is the name of the class. So what you have, why this is not equal, is we can take these both. So let's just take the number, let's go -1 is our number, right? And what we can do is raise this to the 1/2 power. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but you might see something. So, okay, so yeah, if you simplify, it will give you 1/2, right? But, and you think that it should be equal because of that simplification, right? 1/2 of a whole should be equal to 2/4 of a whole. So here, now let's go ahead and we will do the same thing. So -1/2 to the 2/4 exponent, right? We have this exponent here. So we have -1 to the 1/2 and -1 to the 2/4. Well, how do you write, what is another way of writing this exponent here? This is the same as the square root, because of this 2, the square root of -1. And then this right here, we'll go with blue. So this is the same thing as saying the 4th root of -1 squared. And so, to kind of give you a little roadmap, the squared comes from this 2, and this 4 is from right there. This 2 is, we don't have to draw it, but it's right there. And then this 1 is the imaginary 1, or the assumed 1 in the power for the -1. And so, what is the square root of -1? That is, so you can't find the square root of -1. That is a different realm of math. That is your imaginary numbers. What is this though? What is the 4th root? So -1 times -1 is +1. So we have the 4th root of +1. And what is the 4th root of +1? What times what times what times what equals 1? Well, it's 1. So we have I does not equal 1. So 1/2 does not equal 2/4. That's some theoretical math class stuff there for you. What it does show you though, it shows you the difference. Have you ever heard the term equivalent? Right? Oh, that's equivalent. What this does show you is the difference between equals and equivalent, right? If I say something is equal to something mathematically, that means it is the exact same. Like your outcome will always be the same. And so when we say that an equation is equal to 3, that means that entire left side is 100% going to be 3 all of the time. When I say, does 1/2 equal 2/4, it is not, will never be the same, but they're equivalent, right? If I gave you 1/2 of a pie, you'd be good. You'd be like, yeah, I got a half of a pie I can eat. Whatever your favorite pie is, pecan, apple, whatever. And you'd also be perfectly content with 2/4 of a pecan pie. But it would be cut up into 2 pieces, right? You'd probably be happier with 2/4 of a cherry pie instead of 1/2 of a cherry pie, because you could hold your piece and eat it. But they are not equal. They're equivalent but not equal. So there's your little dose of some crazy upper level concepts of mathematics. It's kind of cool, kind of neat. But we will, let's see, I think we will call it good. We will call it good there today. Yeah. So, have a good weekend, Export. I hope you have a good one. Anybody else that watches this later, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, it would be awesome to get this channel to grow so we can help more people. Otherwise,